should have us taken care of. We're going to come over here to our channel, get this link, drop it in Discord, and that is that. Whoop. All right, so get our chat message here set to live chat, all messages, and ooh, the ultra low latency is relatively low latency. Let's see. So I'm watching myself over here, and I'm gonna clap, and then we're gonna count how long it takes before I actually see that clap. So 1,000, 2, 1,000, almost 3 whole seconds. Crystal's here. Hello, Crystal. How are you? We're going to be dicking around with Photoshop and artificial intelligence and a few other little things today. So if you're not sure exactly what I mean by that, I'm going to really quickly highlight the area that mostly comprises my shirt, and I'm going to tell the AI replace t-shirt with Hawaiian shirt, and we click on generate, and the AI is going to think about that, try and figure out exactly what it is that I'm wanting it to do. And these are all not great. But you can tell it's trying. At least this one relatively held to the, size and shape of a shirt. But maybe that was too much of an ask. So let's... Oh, you heard it before you clapped? Interesting. We're gonna come over here, and we're gonna say make shirt orange. Why not? This may be a simpler task. This may be something that it has no trouble doing, or it could be AI and replace my t-shirt with a fruit. All right. I mean, there is orange in that shirt. There are oranges on that shirt. I don't know what this is supposed to... The trouble with AI is sometimes it will just hallucinate. It'll come up with something that isn't quite right. Oh, my chat here is not quite working the way I thought it would work. Please bear with me while I attempt to fix that. Browser settings. What if we reduce that width? I thought that was way too wide. Let's do... Oop. Okay. And it's gone. Okay. We're gonna have to kill that chatbot and try again. We're gonna add a chat box. Yes, yes. Clean theme is fine. Chat delay, hide delay, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Let's just stick with all of it for the time being. And we'll do that. That's what we're going to do. And I'll come here to my own chat. Get a test message going. I'm down there. Ooh. Announcement channel would be ideal, yes. All right, cool. So now people's messages display on stream properly, and everything's going swimmingly. No complaints. I'm digging this shirt. Let's get a little more adventurous here. We're just gonna give it my whole head, and we're gonna ask it remove facial hair. I'm glad that the box is covering my head. This is going well. It's off to a good start. It really builds suspense. Hey, Photoshop. I don't think you removed the right hair. Also, who the fuck is that? What is this? I asked you to remove facial hair, and what you've done is give Elon Musk facial hair and fucked up teeth and have him like, hey bro, what's up? Do I have the ability to, yeah, hang on here. Like, I fucking, why? This is going well, says Peter. Indeed. Let's see what other nightmare fuel it has for us. You know, despite looking like a cross between the Pillsbury Doughboy and like a substitute 7th grade like geography teacher, which I know feels super specific, but you see it, right? Like there's no way. That facial hair is clean. Like that's a good clean cut. We're gonna come back to this guy, and we're gonna try and save this. We're gonna call this impressive modern hairstyle for men. And that's probably a big ask. I gave it lots of room to work in, though. It just gave me the same shit 3 separate times. What is this? Hey man, I just got back from the toupee store. Everything's going good. It's all great. You know, no complaints, no issues. Really believable. Had a girl staring at me on my way in. Yeah. We gotta trash that. We gotta try again. You know what? We're just gonna say big area. We're gonna say give the man beautiful hair. Just simple, clean instructions. If you were doing graphic design, this is the sort of shit a client would ask you to do. Give the man beautiful hair. Hang up phone. I can't even be mad. That's beautiful hair. I think that's Shia LaBeouf. I think that is a drugged out alternate timeline Shia LaBeouf. What does this look like in the context? Oh, okay, cool. As soon as you, so for full context, we're gonna keep one of these up at the very top. This is what we started with. This is what we're now at, and I'm noticing not only is my kitchen window now gone, which is good, you know, privacy. Don't let anybody know where you live, but like, it's replaced my subway tile backsplash here and part of the kitchen cabinet with just what looks to be rolls of toilet paper tubes like stacked up on end. Does that visual make sense for anyone? Does anyone understand what the hell I'm talking about? I don't know. Truly spectacular. Let's what equip combat boots. Boots with just two O's. God knows I don't want to see its interpretation on boots. Please review your prompt to make sure it if you think this is an error, you can generate a request. Place combat boots on feet. I'm going to request review because I include image and layer data with your feedback. Prompt was incorrectly blocked. Combat boots are an article of clothing, not a declaration of war. There you go. And in case that hint doesn't tip you off, I have properly licensed Adobe. How do you get properly licensed Adobe at an affordable rate? You pirate it, and then they detect that it got pirated, and you give up, and you uninstall everything, and you wipe your registry, and you come back, and you try and pirate it again, and they still somehow detect that you pirated it, probably because you used the same bad crack that you used last time. But because they've caught you using Photoshop, and they know you're a cheap asshole, they will genuinely offer you a 45% discount on the entire fleet of products, which brings it down to something I can, realistically afford, which is lovely. 3 less drive-through visits a month, and now I have, Photoshop and Premiere and all that sort of stuff. I still think Adobe is a, ethically questionable company, but it is what it is. Bowling shoes is Peter's request, so we're gonna check out some bowling shoes. I'm gonna stay at this level of Zoom until my feet are covered because, God forbid, I ever hit rock bottom and I need to open up an OnlyFans. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter, for this glorious gift. You know, if I'm being honest, I can't even be that upset because it, like, number one, I want you to appreciate that it tried its damnedest to preserve the floor. Like the angle and orientation of the boards is still like spot on. It's less grainy here, you know, no photography grain. In fact, it's less grainy in this entire area here, which if I were a betting man, I would say is approximately, yeah, the same area that it fucked up trying to do that. But it like hemmed the pants. It tried, okay? It tried to do a lot. It did a horrible job of them or of it, but you know, I support it. We're gonna get back to this guy just because I think that's probably one of the most funny things. Um, they didn't like the idea of combat boots, so they're probably not going to say, like, put a sword in my hand. But let's, you know, yeah. Yeah, anything that's vaguely violent, they're not going to be on board for. So let's say holding stuffed corgi. Not a corgi. Don't know what the hell that is. That's close. That's close enough. Let's get you guys in there so you can appreciate what we have received this day. I mean, that's not terrible. Honestly, as dumb as it is, I'm just elated that that is a left hand on a left arm. So we're gonna try this again. We're going to say holding stuffed corgi made out of fire. How do you stuff fire? I don't know. Will Adobe figure it out? I don't know. That's a better corgi. I have no idea how the hand geometry there is supposed to be working. The hand kind of ruins that for me. I like this doll though. If I'm being completely honest, this like super fat corgi with tail and little symphony composer jacket. I like that a lot. Add 4 foot tall to the prompt. Holding 4 foot tall stuffed corgi. Generate. Oh, I don't think I currently have a selection. It gave me 6 options. Oh, it just maintained the previous 3. Oh, you know what I just realized? It did eventually try and give me something made out of fire. Okay. Uh, we're gonna take the sum of everything, and we're gonna say 4 foot tall. But I'll level with you with those giant bowling shoes you requested. No understanding of height. Got it. Well, we'll see. Um, ah! Ah! Oh, God. Oh, there's so much wrong. Oh. Okay. Ah! All right. If I have to deal with it, everyone else has to deal with it. Okay, that's different. That is very different. Can I? Oh, let's get real creative. Um, I'll give it all that. Draw the. Oh, don't use the word draw. Yeah, use the word draw. Draw the rest of the room. To be fully honest with you, that's better than I had hoped. I mean, there's like a whole living room off there, but of course it has no way of knowing that. Um, that's that's not bad. Like it understands that this is a rug, and the rug won't by default go all the way to the wall. See, even in this one, it doesn't do it. And it's made some pretty consistent, like vanishing point geometry guesses as to where this wall should be. Yeah, it's not horrible. Um, I'm just gonna take Tadakichi here, and I'm going to say make younger. What does that mean to AI, who probably just thinks that was a chunk of floor? It apparently means put in some weird legs. Um, yep. Oh, and a dead child. I can't get combat boots, but I can substitute my dog with a dead baby. All right, well, dead child it is. Um, let's go hard. Let's say we're gonna get real specific. Replace area behind doorway with beach scene. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Okay. I want to give it a few kudos, actually. Firstly, it remembered that I was holding something about that same color scheme, so I'm still holding it, but I now have a left hand backwards on my right arm, so that's fun. I appear to be rocking a little bit of early 2000s Ashton Kutcher inspiration. Um, with the hair, the stubble, the loose fitting long sleeve shirt with sleeves rolled up. I don't know humanly that this leg stance is possible. I don't know where it decided to take the instruction of beach scene. That just went out the window. But it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Number two, I've spun completely around. It did change the context of the background, which is wonderful. And this is just like slapdash bad animation. So we're gonna call that a wash, and what we're instead going to do is find our quick select tool. Interesting. I must be on the wrong scene here. Oh, actually, hang on. I know what I'm doing. Control A, Control Shift C. We'll come all the way to the top. Control V. Okay, here we go. So I want all of this area here, not the door jamb. Okay, not his personage. Okay. Okay. So all right. We've got ourselves a selection. Now this is a very specific selection. It's going to be difficult for AI to wrap its mind around that, but I'm going to just say beach scene or beach scenery. That should be simpler. Okay. I mean, it's assumed that this house is a houseboat, which I can get behind. I think I'm about to be clubbed over the head with a skateboard, and that's just a door of sorts. We're gonna leave that there. That's good enough. So Control A, Control Shift C, Control V. We're dealing with rasterized layers now. We're going to highlight everything. We're going to generative fill high fantasy setting oil painting. Now, what will it do? Will it convert the whole image to a, high fantasy oil painting? Will it put a high fantasy oil painting in the background? It just throws away everything and makes a new image. I mean, these are okay images. There's nothing wrong with this, but it's not to the task that we set out to accomplish. So let's instead say replace artwork with oil painting of man in rain. Oil painting, yes. If that's man in rain, then someone has a very loose understanding. We're just going to try again. What's the worst it can do? Fail miserably? Okay. Replace with realistic photo of palm tree. All right. We're getting there. I don't know where we're getting, but we're getting there. Oh, hey! I mean, it's crooked. There's no way in hell. Align with door. I mean, the door isn't even in the selection. So I don't hold the highest of hopes. Okay. It definitely replaced it with a door and a shower towel holder. Just a giant door handle and plate. And I have no idea. The real pisser to this is these are lined up with the door. This isn't lined up with anything, so I guess there goes that degree of praise. But this is lined up. Why is this just like I'm lined up with the canvas and nothing further? Okay. Let's select all of this because these are all like house slippers. I'm trying to do the Japanese thing of not tracking excess dirt into the house. Not that it does me any good, because beneath this fucking dead child here, oh, that's right, we're a couple rasters deep. But Tadakichi, my dog, produces so much fucking fur. So much fur. Yeah, here we go. I genuinely don't have to go very far. Do you want to know when the last time I vacuumed was? In this room, about 4 hours ago. Right around 8 a.m., I vacuumed in this room. And I did a good job. Any which way. replace. Hi, Docs. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. Hello there. We're gonna try replacing slippers with what do you want to see AI fail to put where those slippers are? Also, since you're just now joining, let me. Whoop. I made a mistake. All right. Let me get you a reference of where we started. Cool, that did nothing. Do I have a send to top option? Nope. Why would I? Why would Photoshop make anything easier than it has to be? Yeah, so this was the image we started with. We expanded the canvas size. We've made our dog younger, which replaced him with a dead child. We added bowling shoes. It's all been rough. New subscribers. Well, thank you so very much. Welcome in, welcome in. If you look right there, we have a Discord that you're more than welcome to join. Always appreciate having people in the community. But we're just playing around with Photoshop. Oh, you wanted to replace the slippers with new subscribers. Okay. Okay. Replace slippers with new subscribers. God only knows how it's going to interpret that. I just hit the microphone. Everything is going well. Just the best. Come on, Photoshop. So it replaced the slippers with more different slippers. Fewer, but far differenter slippers. You know what this is teaching me? Is that Adobe has truly no concept of feet or hands. It's been rough. I've also just now noticed that I've got two arms going on. And I think that probably started with when we tried to replace the background with beach scenery, it looked at like neighboring pixels and said, well, I have to complete the door. And obviously he's meant to have more arm. So, yeah, okay, cool. It is what it is. Let's take this small dead child situation we've got over here, what used to be my dog, and we're going to say turn into stone. And that will be the mythos that we have created in this fiction. Just Okay. So I'm going to show you guys some stuff real quick here. This is some secret stuff that I've been working on behind the scenes because we're actually rolling out a new Discord coming up here soon. And we're going to have like premium ranks and stuff because I don't want people to support me on Twitch or YouTube or anything like that. Those platforms, they take a huge cut of money and they are very restrictive and not good. And I wouldn't be on them if I didn't have a choice. But what I wanted was a little corgi trophy of sorts. And I wanted, a bronze one, which we got. I wanted a silver one, which we got. I wanted a gold one, which we got. And I wanted a diamond one, which we got. And the only way that this happened was I used a different AI, Dream by Wumbo, and I said bronze corgi statue, and it generated this for me, and it worked beautifully. I mean, you can see little hammered bronze stuff on this chest plate. I don't know why it decided the corgi needed to have a chest plate, but it does. There's a little circular gem, a lot of details. It all worked great. And then, by the time I had this and I was happy with this, I said, okay, I'm going to feed this image back to the AI and I want to change the material. So the prompt was very simple. Change material to silver. And it did. But in the process of examining the old drawing and passing that back through to AI and saying, hey, just like this but silver, a game of telephone occurred. And now you can see here that like the details are starting to get lost. The background really sort of brightened up. And the color tone of the image has changed. Okay, I'm fine with that. Now I passed this second image back to the AI, and I said change material to gold. And now we're getting a couple levels deep into our game of telephone, and it's real wonky. And by the time we got to diamond, like, I don't know. I guess my whole point here is that AI is truly just whack sometimes. Do people still say whack? Is that a thing people say? Is that a thing at all that people say? I am going to go AFK for a moment. I'm going to get myself some water because I am out. And I'll be right back. Genuinely have no idea why the static stopped looping, but it did for a moment. And cool. It's literal first deployment and it already broke. Super happy about that. All right. Let's see. What else can we do here? Let's get pretty creative. Or at least as creative as AI is going to allow us to be. Ceiling and roof removed due to storm. View of sky. Let's, what can it do? truly, truly, what can it do? Not what I would have guessed. You know, to be honest, these last two are fairly impressive. And I know this is technically the better image because, like, look at how clean that joist is, and like how clear the lines and the shadows and everything on these insulation panels are. But this, you can tell, is done completely from scratch, which is very, very interesting. And it is also, it's demonstrating some sort of very primitive understanding, like, oh, there used to be a ceiling here, and with the ceiling gone, there should be support beams that held that ceiling up. Now, I did definitely say, view of sky. It's ignored me. But I can't really fault it too terribly much. Let's try open window. Who knows what that will do? Okay. Literally none of these windows are open, but it did make it a window. So let's try asking specifically, open window to see outside. Ooh. Oh. For completely generated out of thin air drapes, that's not bad. Like the way the light plays through the fabric and everything else. I'm going to zoom in because I don't think you guys are able to really kind of appreciate this nonsense. We're going to go faster. That's probably better than I could do. Like taking my time slowly in Photoshop, if I'm being honest. I would say that without me using a like reference image of some other blinds shot in like ideal comparable lighting conditions to the scenes that I was going to insert them in, and then taking that image and multiplying it out a couple times to where I've got like a fully desaturated one. I've got some, I would need to go through a whole process in order to make it seem like those drapes are real and actually have scene light moving through them. In this, while again, not what I asked for, is a very technically impressive feat to have just been conjured out of thin air. So I am reasonably impressed by that. Let's swap pants for shorts. I wonder if it's gonna make an assumption like, oh, you're trying to remove someone's pants. We can't allow that. I did they train the Adobe Photoshop AI exclusively on photographs of MC Hammer? Like I can't understand how it doesn't know what the hell shorts are. Um, okay, let's let's try and fix this arm situation we got going on here. And we're gonna say give full arm tattoo. No specifics, no Sailor Jerry style tattoo, no tribal tattoo, no, death metal band logo tattoos. Uh, Where did those come from? Why did someone decide that that needed to be here? Okay, that is AI's attempted a tattoo gun, so we are in the process of giving tattoo. Okay. I'm beginning to think the some of the problems I have are down to verbs. When I say swap or I say give or something like that, whoa, why do I have anime fire? Um, that's the most sensible so far. It gave me a bracelet for some reason. In every third image, it insists that there must be something right there. That's so odd. I feel like we're sort of piercing the veil a little bit. Okay. We're going to say replace wooden floor with blue square tiles. Now, geometrically speaking, this should be a relatively simple ask. But we'll see what all it decides to swap. Will it remove the rug? Will it mess up the stone? Will it... I would have never guessed that. This is closer. This is much closer. It's all so nightmarish. I'm curious here. Give it some space, and we'll go right here. And I will say can of soda. Generate. Give me a can of soda right there. Simple, easy geometry. One of the most photographed objects on Earth. Should be lots of training data. They appear to be going out of their way to not violate copyright, which is interesting. So, what's the most copyrighted thing I can put here? Nintendo Switch. Oh, it's letting me get a lot further into this than I. Okay. Let's zoom in. Let's see what it thinks a Nintendo Switch is. No. That's something. I guess we're gonna go for that. Why not? So it's not scared of copyright. Can it not be scared of copyright? I'm gonna say. Oh, damn. Okay. Modern desk with gaming computer. Why not? I know this is a little bit of an off rail from the copyright thing, but if it can do that, then I'm gonna mess around and get a little further into copyright stuff. I mean, we're losing all details. We're very much into, you know, like painting block territory, but I think this is doable. Picture of Coca-Cola. I mean, that's a very specific product, written exactly. Interesting. Okay. Didn't like those. So. Let's say Adobe secret information. Let's learn. Let's see. All right. Yeah. All right. I think we've told a story. I don't know what that story is, but just so everyone is kind of loosely on the same page, I want a full before and after. This is where we started. This is where we ended up. I mean, shit got wonky, but that's an hour. That's an hour of us just futzing about with Photoshop AI.